The creator of Squid Game Season 3 reveals the original ending, and it makes more sense the run of Squid Game is now over. Many fans were still dissatisfied with the series ending, despite Season 3's efforts to make it as epic as possible. But what if I told you that the conclusion we saw in Squid Game Season 3 wasn't the original? The developer of Squid Game, Hwang Dong-hyuk, said in a recent interview that the ending we received was not the initial plan and that he had a completely other concept for how Squid Game should conclude. In a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Squid Game developer Hwang Dong-hyuk said that Gi-hun's death was not part of his original plan. He claims that when Gi-hun traveled to America to see his daughter, it was Gi-hun who first spotted the American Squid Game recruiter. According to Hwang Dong-hyuk's statement, the goal was for Gi-hun to somehow win the game, escape unharmed, and see his daughter in America. Therefore, at first, I assumed Gi-hun would be the one to see the American recruiter lady. The majority of fans would have chosen this ending over the one we received, but it was cancelled nevertheless, so this revelation was a little shocking to them. But this wasn't the only fascinating thing Dong-hyuk shared with us. Additionally, he acknowledged that the scene in Squid Game Season 3 where Cate Blanchett plays an American recruiter near the end was included merely to demonstrate that, despite the conclusion of the Korean War, the human greed and capitalism that underpins Squid Game will always be present. He affirmed that the purpose of include that sequence was to convey that message, not to make more space for future projects. As stated by Hwang Dong-hyuk in his comment, I purposefully left space for more tales to come, so I didn't conclude it on that note. The Korean Games have come to a conclusion thanks to Gi-hun and frontman. And because I began this story with the intention of addressing concerns regarding the unrestricted competition and the system established in late capitalism, I wanted to end it by emphasizing that, even in the event that one of these systems fails, it is difficult to completely dismantle the system because it will always recur. Having said that, I think it's a rather depressing day for those who were hoping to learn more about the American Squid Game soon, but the chances now seem slim. The hint of an American Squid Game kept viewers interested even if the conclusion of Squid Game Season 3 was, to be honest, a little disappointing. There is a strong probability that it won't happen now that the creator isn't interested in creating it. What are your thoughts? Tell us in the comments section.